Welcome to another episode of Pursuing Wisdom. My name is Robert Davis, and today we're going to explore the topic, should Christians keep the Sabbath? The seventh day, or the Sabbath, is Saturday, not Sunday. So how or why did Christians switch from observing the Sabbath on Saturday to Sunday? This is where knowing your history is important. The sanitized view is we adopted Sunday because that was the day Jesus was resurrected, which we now call the Lord's Day. The truth is, the Roman Empire and later the Roman Catholic Church had a long history of hostility towards the Jews. They forbade anything associated with them and their religion. This included the Sabbath, which is a hallmark of Judaism. So the fact of the matter is, the Catholic Church changed the observance of the Sabbath. The Catholic Record newspaper says the Roman Catholic Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance from Saturday to Sunday is proof positive of this fact. As Christians, we may worship on Sunday, but the Sabbath was and always will be on Saturday. So do we need to change our day of worship? In order to make a real determination, let's use the principle of providing 2 or 3 witnesses. The Apostle Paul wrote to the church at Colossus, which was predominantly Gentile. He advised them not to be swayed by the Jews in what they ate, drank, Jewish holidays, ceremonies, or Sabbaths. He would not give them this advice if they observed such things. The apostles, elders, and the whole congregation sent out representatives with letters to inform the Gentile members of the church what was necessary for their salvation. This was done because the Jews were telling Gentile converts about the requirements of the law. They said it seemed good to them and the Holy Ghost to require only the necessary things. First, avoid meats that have been offered unto idols, that contain blood or have been strangled. And second, they were not to commit sexual sins. These were the only requirements given to the Gentile church. The Apostle Paul wrote to the church at Rome, which was also predominantly Gentile. He gave them an example of how the law only had jurisdiction over us when we were alive. Paul went on to explain that we as believers are dead to the law through Christ. We now serve in the newness of the Spirit and not in the oldness of the letter, which is the law. Christians are not obligated to keep the Sabbath. If you wish to observe it, that's fine. Just remember, it's not an obligation. The Sabbath as a day of rest is a shadow of what is to come with Christ's second advent. Paul explains this coming rest is not simply a cessation of labor, but it is connected to the act of marriage. Remember, our Christian walk is never about external ceremonies, but it's about a spiritual relationship with God. Under the new covenant, we remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy by separating or setting ourselves apart from the world. If we do this one thing, then we are truly honoring the Sabbath. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And as always, be blessed.